everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. A couple of days ago I actually did a video on my theory of what happened to Kenneka Jenkins. If you don't know the story, Kenneka Jenkins was a teen who was partying in a hotel room with her friends. However, she mysteriously went missing and the police ended up finding her body in the freezer of the hotel. Now, the reason why this case became so big was because the police did not further investigate what really happened. However, there was further investigation once social media hopped on this story. And footage has recently been released of Kenneka Jenkins staggering down the hallways of the hotel. Now, the police are actually saying that Kenneka found her way to the freezer and laid there. However, on the surveillance camera, you don't really see her entering the freezer. So we see her staggering throughout the hallways, but we don't see her entering the freezer per se. She did go into the kitchen, but once again, we did not see her enter the freezer. And more footage has been released of the party Kenneka was at. And you can kind of see her in the background. She seemed normal. However, in this party, there was a lot of drinking. There was a lot of drugs, a lot of marijuana here and there. Now, if you remember, one of the friends she was partying with was Irene Roberts. And she was the one who had a live video of the party that went viral online. Since all this has happened, Irene has posted some messages on Facebook. And she actually recorded a phone call that she was having with a guy who knew what went on in the party as well. So this guy went into detail about what he knew about Kenneka. And before I play the phone call for you all to hear for yourselves, I'm going to kind of summarize it a little bit just so you can kind of get the gist of what he's saying because his voice is muffled. So basically he's saying his cousin actually went to the party and some of his boys were looking at Kenneka and they're like, oh, they want her. And he said that Kenneka pops pills at parties and guys try to run trains on her. That's what I got. This is all alleged, but that's what I heard in the phone call. Not only that, he said that Kenneka was with one guy that night. However, that guy's friends wanted to run a train on her, but she was not with that at all. She did not want them to do that to her. Now, the guy claims that after she had intercourse with one of the guys, she left the hotel room by herself. Now, he was claiming that she took some E-pills, and if you don't know what that is, that's ecstasy pills that people use to engage in sexual activities. And she was probably drinking and smoking weed on top of that, which is why she was staggering so much, like she could barely walk. So there is no way that she was sober enough to open a freezer door and just walk into it and close it. You know what I mean? So once again, it's kind of fishy, and I feel like one of the hotel staff members probably saw her passed out on the floor and assumed that she was dead and put her body in the freezer. And it's highly suspect.
Like at the party, the shit was packed out. Like my little cousin sending me videos. I still got the videos on my phone and shit. Like the party was packed out, but you know, like it's a hotel party.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like these not like. Don't get me wrong. She look mad good. Like she get high, she pop pills. She get ran or get trains ran on the bus. You feel me? Bitch, you go to hotel parties. It's 4 in the morning. Now I'm trying to go home.
Yeah, true.
So they was gonna stay at the crib. They was gonna stay at the room that night. Shit. But the bitch was playing. She was in the room the whole time of the video. You feel me? This is what happens. Like shit. She after the niggas was trying to fuck her, they was trying to run her. She wasn't for the run the train shit. You feel me? She was fucking with one nigga. Maya showed me part of the video. But she the way it showed her throwing the nigga down on the bed and get on top of him like kissing him. And she rolls over him. But no one knows that part of that. She fucking after she did what she did, they was chilling, they was smoking and shit. And she ducked off on her own. You feel me? Like she ducked off on her own type shit. That's when they got her on video walking past the front desk. Like first of all, the freezer's not in the fucking basement. Ain't no freezer in the basement. The freezer was in the kitchen. You feel me? It's in the kitchen. That's on the main floor by the lobby area and shit like that.
So she went by herself. Why the best friend saying, I thought she was behind me?
Because they was the best friend. First of all, there's a lot of fake pages out there. Like a lot of them shit is fake. Maya saying she feel like Manisha might have something to do with it. You feel me? But ain't that happening in that room. You feel me? But, so they didn't like when they found she passed out from the E-pills and shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when the shit comes back, the whole like a lot of motherfuckers feelings gonna change. Like she's high and shit off E-pills. You feel me? all the rape kit, but they put basically the nigga on a organ set, so they put it in the freezer to reserve a body.
So they thought. So you saying they thought she was already dead, basically?
Yeah, basically, like when she passed, they thought she was already dead. Like, that's big jacket. Dude, that's what Mike them saying. That's what the bitch is telling me. They probably thought she was already dead. They put it in the freezer type shit.
But I'm saying, so like, why don't everybody? So why they were trying to act like she was missing instead of just saying like, we tried to, you know what I'm saying? Try to, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, you gotta see the game. Like, Lisa is the only one that knows what's going on.
Oh, and that's the best friend.
Now, an activist named Andrew Holmes was looking into this case, and there was a lot of protests going on for justice for Kenneka. However, Andrew Holmes wanted Kenneka's mother to stop leading the protest because it was taking money away from the hotel.
And I think all day Andrew Holmes stuff, y'all. Let me tell y'all this. He came to me about the blue. He acted as if he was for me. But then he came out here, every time I talked to him, it took him to have to go talk to the police. I'm thinking he a friend. But then he called me this morning and tells me, oh no, the hotel is not making any money. So I think you need to go online and stop the protest.
He claims he saw the surveillance footage and he wanted her to stop the protest. However, I think it's kind of fishy that he would try to protect the financial security of the hotel, especially when it's a possibility that one of the hotel staff members put her body in the freezer. Once again, we don't really know what's really going on. However, this latest footage shows that Kenneka was not sober at all. She allegedly took some e-pills, and she could have possibly smoked some weed and drank some alcohol. So I'm still sticking to my belief that she was raped because I feel like she was drugged, you know what I mean? And the fact that the guy said on the phone call that some of the guys wanted to run a train on her, it all makes sense. And I do feel like her best friend Monifa, who hasn't really spoke out officially yet, knows what really went down. For now, we just have to settle with the recent footage that came out, but this is all really sad. And I just, you know, keep Kenneka's family in my prayers because this is extremely tough to deal with. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!